All right, welcome everybody tonight to our presentation. This is our ninth one in our series for the year. Tonight we're celebrating chiropractic here, all right? Celebrate good times, come on. So what we're talking tonight is about the chiropractic birthday and the success of chiropractic here. This year, chiropractic has been around for 128 years. Funnily enough, the anniversary was on Monday, September 18th, 1895. Is also the anniversary of this office here at Carolina Family Spine Center. It has been here for 7 years, so it's kind of cool that our first adjustment was given on the same day that chiropractic actually experienced their first adjustment too. So, like all good parties, we're celebrating the birthday. All right, September 18th, 1895. Let's celebrate by talking about these two gentlemen just here. If you don't know the backstory of chiropractic here, gentleman on the left-hand side, excuse me, is D.D. Palmer, the first ever chiropractor who delivered the adjustment. As you can see, he's got his party hat on because he's celebrating the good times. And to my right here is Mr. Harvey Lillard. Now, Mr. Harvey Lillard was a black janitor who was hard of hearing, and he was looking for a solution. He was looking for something to help. And Mr. D.D. Palmer gave the first chiropractic adjustment, as I said, on September 18th, 1895. And with that adjustment, Mr. Lillard was able to regain some of his hearing back. So we're not saying that all chiropractic care can have these great miracle stories, but that was the very first, and that's what launched this revolution of chiropractic care and this alternative medicine that we love and care about. And so tonight, to celebrate both our birthday and chiropractic care's birthday, we're going to be talking about the successes here in our practice. So it's not going to be coming from me tonight, all right? You've heard me talk a lot, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about our patients, their stories, their goals, and their successes, because it's better to come from them, what they've experienced, all right? So tonight, I'm going to walk you through a couple of things that have happened within our practice in the last 7 years and give you an experience of what they've gone through and different types of experiences too. So that's not only just your run-of-the-mill lower back pains, things like that, but also the functionality of what's going on with things. So buckle up, get set, and get ready, all right? So we're celebrating our successes, all right? Most astonishingly is that these phenomena are not few and far between, but just in everyday occurrences that go on in the chiropractic world. There's lower back pain, headaches, tingling down the arms and legs, and sciatica. Those are the main ones that people associate with chiropractic care. The success stories of chiropractic that are not the symptom, excuse me, but the functional change that people's experience. That's the things that we love to highlight here. All right. It's not the fact that we don't care about the lower back pains and the headaches and the tingling and the numbness down the leg. It's the fact that we care about all those extra functionalities that improve along with it. All right. We'd be pretty sick doctors if we didn't care about your pains. All right. You wouldn't go see a doctor who doesn't care about your pain. So what we're talking tonight is about the success about functionality. So things like ease of stress, sleep improvements, digestive issues, comfort and support through pregnancy, energy relief, colic, so much more. All right. Some questions that I want you to ask yourself. All right. Just to start off with, what causes those symptoms to even start? All right. Just think about that. If these symptoms are affecting our daily life, do you think your different systems functionally are functioning properly too? All right. If you've got symptoms, would these symptoms that affect your daily life, that's your inability to work out or not be frustrated or go through the rigmarole of going to work and coming home and doing house chores and all that sort of stuff because it just becomes too much, wouldn't it affect our internal systems? That's your dietary, your lungs, your heart, your reproductive system, your urinary system, your digestive system, all that sort of stuff. Your immune system, aka myself right now, I'm battling through it, but through chiropractic care, I'm doing awesome. Lastly, what if we could track and show the changes in your system so that we're able to eliminate that symptom and improve the function? Those are all three really good questions, and I'll walk you through the answers just now, okay? It's all based upon this, and I've been talking about this all year. It's all about your fight or flight or the sympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system is the gas pedal, all right? It's your go, go, go. That's what I say to people all the time. You're flying down the highway and you're all gas pedal. It's when your body's in a state of stress. When your body's in a state of stress, there's not just like the, oh my God, work is too hard. It's stress of, physical, emotional, and chemical stress. Your body releases hormones. Those hormones are mainly cortisol and adrenaline. You fire those too much in your system, you have inflammation, you have muscle breakdown. That's where wears and tears come in. That's when people have symptomatology. All right? A sympathetic nervous system increases your heart rate, dilates your pupils, muscles contract, and cortisol is released. So the old familiar thing when we say fight or flight is the fact that when we open the door and there's a scary dog there, you got two options. Either you run from it or you attack it, fight or flight. So that's your sympathetic nervous system. It's your body's ability to deal with stresses. Now, the opposite of that, all right, pardon me, in answer to the first question that we had here, is what causes these symptoms to start? It's a compromised nervous system. It's too much sympathetic tone. Sympathetic tone in your system that's affecting your body too much. The second part of it, like I was mentioning, is that your body has to be able to balance itself out. You can't be all gas pedal. You have to have some brake pedal. This is what rest and digest is the opposite, or your parasympathetic. So you have your gas pedal and your brake pedal, all right? It's your go and your woe, all right? That's how I describe it. The parasympathetic brings your body back to state. So it stops the release of those cortisol and adrenaline and all those high hormones that would cause your body to be in a stressful state and brings you back down to a normal plateau. As I said to you, these questions that you need to ask, if these symptoms are affecting daily life, do you think your different systems are functioning properly too? Well, you can't live in a state of fight or fight all the time. You cannot. The reason why is because it's going to affect your systems. It's going to cause more problems long term. All right? You may not be able to fight off the daily and functional stresses that you as well as you should because you have a compromised immune system, or pardon me, compromised nervous system. My immune system is compromised right now. We can actually track what's going on in your system. All right? We use it through this. Just here. It's the insight subluxation station. Now, this is a big thing I want you to read tonight, is because this is what my patient is going to show you how their bodies have changed, how their successes, their goals, and their stories have changed because of this, being able to track it and understand how their nervous system was compromised and how chiropractic care has helped alleviate that compromise to allow them to get their goals and their successes. Our insight subluxation station looks at three things: our EMG, our thermography, and our HRV. The EMG measures the motor system of the nervous system, so the amount of energy that your muscles are using currently. Your thermography shows us the temperature of the blood vessels via the sensory. Lastly, the HRV shows us the overall stress score of your system. These three things give us a baseline. It shows us that teeter-totter, where you sit on that sympathetic or parasympathetic. That's how functionally we are able to make change. That's why those successes are so important to us, as long as, pardon me, as well as your musculoskeletal changes, because like I said, it'd be pretty sick of us to be doctors if you weren't going to be getting better with your pain. But it's the functionality that this insight station allows us to show you change. So I'm going to show you what that means, okay? Like I said, this is our chiropractic community. We're going to show you tonight their goals, their stories, and their successes. First off, I want to show you this young girl. She's 16 years old with lower back pain, range of motion that is lacking, low energy, and sleep disruptions. She's under care for 6 weeks. She had improved sleep on her feedback, increased range of motion, pain relief, quality of life improved, and overall wellness went up. As you can see from these charts just here, much improved. Lower back pain, energy, and range of motion improved, as well as her sleep got improved. Now that's really cool because that's her findings. That's her telling you the story based upon a report back to us. Here's what the scan showed us. Now we've got the HRV scan, the EMG scan, and the thermal scan just here. Excuse me, pardon me. HRV, thermal, and then EMG just here. As you can see from the EMG scan, we're looking at muscle tone pressure. As you can see from our first scan upstairs, you're seeing the muscle tone have a lot of red and black, okay, affecting in here, which is where the parasympathetic system lies, that ability to slow you down, to calm you down. As you can see, after 6 weeks of care, we're seeing nice even balance when it comes to it, improving our score from a 38 to a 74. Over here, we're seeing how the tonal change of her score went, all right? We took her score from an 87 up into a 90 in 6 weeks. That's her thermal scan. As you can see, big red lines sitting in two areas where the parasympathetic nervous system is sitting. What do you see before and now? Nice clear white lines as we go forward. As you can also see just here, her sympathetic nervous system sits on the left-hand side. Her parasympathetic nervous system sits on the right-hand side. Our goal is to take the little white dot and move it in the green. In 6 weeks' time, this little white dot slid over towards that green area. That's awesome to see because that means her overall stresses have brought her down. It's allowing her body to go through these changes to have no lower back pain, to have better energy, have better sleep, and her range of motion to come back, which are all her goals. So at the end of the day, it's all about what she said, right? This is what her response was.
I'm a student as well as a competitive dancer. Before my evaluation, I was experiencing lower back pains as well as headaches, which led to unmotivation. After being treated with chiropractic care, I have felt so much better. I no longer experience lower back pains, and I can continue to do the activities that I love.
That's awesome. That's from her words alone. So she gave us the feedback based upon what she was experiencing. Now she's told you it, but her scan is actually showing you what's happening neurologically, functionally, in order for it to be there. So when she came in thinking that chiropractic care was just about the lower back pain, her mind was changed because of what she's experiencing elsewhere. And that's a 16-year-old girl who shouldn't be experiencing that sort of stuff to begin with. She should be out living her life and enjoying high school. All right. Here's our next one. A 27-year-old male with upper back pain, difficulty exercising, low energy, and sleep disturbances. All right. Here's what he said after his care: improved sleep, increased range of motion, pain relief, decreased stress, improved quality of life, more energy, and overall wellness. All right. All hitting 100. In regards to his specific complaints that he had originally, he had upper back pain that's now been much improved. Sleep difficulties, energy and fatigue, and exercise difficulties have been easier for him. So that was his feedback to us. His scan, here's his results. So again, the HRV, the thermal scan, and then the tonal scan or the EMG of the muscles. Look how high his muscle tone was upstairs, whereas parasympathetic sits. That means it's been choked off. His parasympathetics are supposed to calm him back down so he doesn't experience these upper back pains, difficulty exercising, lower energy, and sleep disruptions. It's been affected here. Throughout care, we've improved it from a 36 to a 73. As you can see, more tonally balanced. Temperature-wise, from a 72 up to a 96. All right, the only thing left up here is just a little green line compared to these ones just here. Again, upstairs being majorly affected, affecting all those neurological signals that his body was trying to process to calm him down. Lastly is HRV, so the overall stress score of the system. Sympathetic on the left, parasympathetic on the right. As you can see, here was his dot just here, 64 was the score, now at a 78, moving towards the green. It's remarkable, right? And this man is actually a massage therapist, that's his occupation. So think about all the work that he has to do in regards to his job on a daily basis. And he's experiencing all these sort of things functionally and musculoskeletally. It's amazing how much the system changed because of chiropractic care.
So I came in with a lot of mid-back pain, a lot of neck pain from my job, trouble sleeping, and had really low energy. Both those things were new to me. Started care 6 weeks ago. Didn't really feel that different right in the beginning. And then about 4 weeks in, I felt really good. And then seeing my scans today, seeing the improvement, I feel really good. Makes me really happy. So it makes me really excited to continue care.
Awesome. Here's our next patient, 35-year-old female with lower back pain, hip pain, and a history of migraines. Okay, something that's pretty common throughout the world, or pardon me, throughout our community. As you can see, pain relief and more energy she got. Hip pain decreased, lower back pain decreased, energy fluctuation improved, and the upper back pain improved from there. Let's go to her scan. All right. Starting off with the tonal scan, 34. All these choke points sitting upstairs, they're affecting that parasympathetic nervous system, that brake pedal. The fact of her body being able to function properly was stopped because of that tonal energy. There's so much stress being involved up there. It's not happening. Look where it's changed to, from a 34 down to a 76. Sorry, pardon me, 34 up to a 76. More balanced tone. You're seeing her thermal scan sitting around here from 80 going to an 83. Big one upstairs that we're looking at when it comes to chiropractic care is trying to take, her overall, upstairs we're looking at the top bone of your neck majorly because that's the last point where it stimulates from your brain stem up to your brain itself or any respondents. Look at that clearance from upstairs down to here. All right. Then we're looking at her HRV. All right, from a 78 to a 69. Now, it could have been a stressful day, could have been anything for it, but overall, her scores went up for it all. Next one, a 33-year-old female with neck pain, anxiety, fatigue, history of insomnia, and early preterm pregnancy. As you can see, she had increased range of motion, pain relief, and improved quality of life. Getting a common theme right now, aren't we? As you can see, her neck pain, migraines have much improved. Lower back stiffness and hip pain has improved for it. Let's go to her scan, okay? As you can see, tonal scan has definitely changed. Thermal scan has majorly changed to it, all right? And there was a flip in regards to where she sat for sympathetic and parasympathetic in regards to it. Again, another one, 33-year-old female with neck pain, anxiety, fatigue, and history of insomnia. She had improved immune system, more control of energy, improved sleep, increased range of motion, pain relief, improved quality of life, and overall wellness. Fatigue had improvement, anxiety had improvement, insomnia, and jaw pain. A lot of those things that people go through as anxiety and depression, the fact that chiropractic care has helped this lady so much that she's been able to have relief. That's freaking amazing. That's the functionality of what chiropractic care and the success that we've had here, why we celebrate something like this, and why it's so important to celebrate this month in particular, with it being chiropractic's birthday. Go to her scan, for instance. All right, look at all that tonal pressure upstairs. All right, going through here, excuse me, we're starting to see a lot more even tone coming up through here. We're looking and seeing where, in regards to our tonal score sitting, we're seeing much more balance. When it comes to our HRV, you're seeing it come from a sympathetic zone into a parasympathetic zone, moving towards the green. That's awesome stuff. All right, this is her story from her words. As you can see, she's got her little boy just here.
Before coming to the chiropractor, I was having a lot of issues with my sleep. I was having a lot of anxiety, a lot of pain during pregnancy, and headaches. Those were a big one. And since chiropractic care, I am feeling so much better. I'm not battling headaches like I used to. I'm sleeping so much better. And my anxiety is much better managed. We also decided to bring our son for chiropractic care. He was born 2 months premature and spent a good bit of time in the NICU. And after being in the NICU, we really wanted to get him aligned. And since coming for chiropractic care, he is stretching his legs out way more than he was before. He has been regular and lots better with his acid reflux as well. So we've noticed tremendous things as a family from receiving chiropractic care.
That's awesome. All right. Not only was she able to get her relief, but her son, she wanted to get aligned. All right. The fact that it was such a traumatic aspect of birth and what he's gone through with, acid reflux and having the ability to have his legs stretching out, all right, is amazing for little JMO. All right. 33-year-old female with mid back pain, postpartum depression, anxiety, and high stress levels. Look at this. All right. Mid back pain, anxiety, and stress all improved. Check out the scan. Okay. Tonal pressure upstairs is coming through from 43 to 74. A 90, that was the original score when it came to her thermal score, to a 92 afterwards, taking her overall score of 64 from stress to a 73, moving towards that green. Just awesome stuff. Again, postpartum depression, anxiety, and high stress levels for a 33-year-old. No one should be dealing with that. It's so cool to see and celebrate the fact that chiropractic care has brought that along. 37-year-old with arm numbness, poor posture, and frequent sickness. Frequent sickness has been much improved, all right? Numbness in the right arm improved, poor posture, and overall body function. This was her scan. Again, more tonal pressure upstairs, 34 up to a 77, taking it from a 92 to a 94 in regards to her thermal score. Her stress score was of 82 up to 87, sitting in that green zone, which is where we want to see everybody with an even balance between the sympathetic and the parasympathetic, having that nice even flow. All right, we need to have the ability to go up and stress out sometimes because we need to be in that runaway mode if we need to. All right, we need some jump in our step. We need some pep in our life, but we also need to calm down from it. If this thing is being affected up here, we need to be able to make sure it's more balanced so that our body can respond accordingly, take it from this stressful state and put it back in that parasympathetic. 34-year-old male presents with lower back pain, neck pain, headaches, and he was actually going through the birth of his firstborn son. All right, pain relief, quality of life, more energy, and overall wellness. Upper back pain improved, lower back pain improved, shoulder pain improved, and headaches were gone. All right, here's his scan. Tonal pressure upstairs, 36, taking it up to a 73. The scores themselves are 72 when it comes to the thermal score, sitting around this upstairs part, again, having an effect upon where the parasympathetic nervous system lies, that slow down feature, able to raise up to a 96. All right, a 64 up to a 78 in regards to his thermal score. Sorry, pardon me, his HRV, taking it from a very stressed state out wide and pulling it back in towards the green. All right, from his words again, here we go.
Before I've had chiropractic care, my headaches were really bad. I've always had really bad posture and a lot of lower back pain from my job. I've been seeing Dr. Craig here, getting chiropractic care for about 5 months, and I haven't had any more headaches. My lower back pain is gone, and I have pretty good posture now. So I recommend it to everybody.
So that's actually the father of the little boy that you saw before, okay? So the fact that we've had this whole family start from just 1 into 3 is what really is a huge success for us, because we had those amazing success stories based on what people come in with to what they're actually going to be leaving with, all right? Here's another one, a 29-year-old female with jaw pain, neck pain, migraines, and allergies, all right? She said that she's having less migraines and little to no tingling in her arms. She was pregnant with a toddler originally, and sleep improved though. Migraines improved, jaw pain improved, shoulder and neck pain, allergies went improved too, all right? This was her scan. You see the red and the black coming along here in these high profile areas that we need to slow down in, 34 up to a 72, a 64 to an 88 when it comes to the thermal scan. Taking this score here of an 80, to an 85 in regards to her HRV. Massive changes that she's going through.
A year ago, my husband and I started looking for chiropractors in the area that really kind of specialized with pediatric chiropractic care. We had been referred by our pediatrician to get tubes for our son. He had been having chronic ear infections back to back, and we couldn't seem to get any kind of relief. And we were doing all the medications, all the different kind of holistic treatments, and it got to the point where they said, you know what, you just gotta have tubes put in. We did not love this option because at the time he was just about 13 months old, and we wanted to kind of keep doing whatever we could to avoid him having to go through a surgery. So I reached out to some moms in the area, and they all recommended Dr. Page and Dr. Craig. So we said, you know what, why not? Let's give it a shot. And it was the best thing that we could have done for our son. Within the first, I'd say 6 months, we noticed a dramatic decrease in the amount of ear infections he had. He was going from having one every other week. It felt like you'd have about a week of relief in between them. And then in that 6 months, he had 1, maybe 2, and we were like, this is it, this is working. So it has been a great plan of action and a care plan.
So as you can see how cool that is, right? How cool the fact that she came in for her son and then she started her own care. Right? And then it came to her husband, and then came to their next born. The fact that we've got those success stories about how it starts with one and it goes to many. That's what chiropractic care is all about. All right? I'm going to leave you with this little video tonight, okay? All right, this is our last one. This is our last little success story here, and this is Whitney. Now, this sums up what I just mentioned about how it starts with one and it spreads to many, and that's what the success of chiropractic care is all about. It started with just that one adjustment 128 years ago, and now it's spread all over the world, giving people hope. All right? Chiropractic care is all about giving hope to the hopeless. They've gone through all the rigmarole, and they've tried to find solutions for what they are looking for when it comes to their pains, their aches, and their functionality that's just been taken from them. And so that's why I love this video from our patient, Whitney, because what she's about to tell you is the fact of what she came in from and how much more she's gotten out of it from there. So I'm just going to leave you with this tonight. And as always, I'm going to leave you with my last little quote. All right, but I'm just going to play this video for you first.
We started coming to see Dr. Page about 4 years ago. Our middle daughter had a lot of problems with ear infections and had tubes, and the problem was continuing. They had talked about doing a second set of tubes, and I thought, I just want to explore other possibilities. And so I had heard that chiropractic care can sometimes help with that. So we set up an appointment to come see Dr. Page, and the rest is history. We had such a great experience, and Hadley has remained so healthy from having the adjustments. And so we signed up the whole family, and so now we all come weekly to see Dr. Page, and it's just been a huge difference in our health and our lifestyle, and with all the activities we do, and swimming and soccer and tumbling, gymnastics, you know, the kids are constantly moving, and they come here and they'll let me know, hey, my neck hurts a little here, and I'll say, okay, tell Dr. Page when you get there, and she always adjusts the spot, and they feel completely better afterwards. So it's one of those things where they feel comfortable. It makes them feel better. It makes them happy. They love coming. We love the whole staff. The office couldn't be nicer. So we love it here. It's been a wonderful experience, and I highly suggest everybody to check out chiropractic care because it's really a game changer for your health.
Couldn't say it any better than myself. All right. Activate your power, people. All right. You can go a month without food. You can go days without water. You can go minutes without air, but you can't go 1 second without nerve supply. Knowing the fact that your nerve supply is so important, and that your nerve supply and in that balance of your parasympathetic and your sympathetic nervous systems that affects both your symptoms, but also your function more so, is so important. That's what we love about chiropractic care, and the success that we've had at our office with our patients. This is just scratching the surface. And we can't wait to share so many more experiences with a lot of our patients and so many more in our community. If you know of anybody, please let them contact us at cfspine.com. Reach out, any questions, we're always here. But this is a celebration of what chiropractic is and how much it's grown and how big it can really be. But I thank you all for coming tonight, and I really appreciate you enjoying this time with us and celebrating chiropractic care for the month of September.